I was starving. All I had for breakfast was 15 apples. Nice. I don't think it's funny. We sit down to eat and the potato's a bit hot. So I only put a little bit on my fork and I blow. Till it's cool, just cool, then into the mouth. Nice. My dad calls me. When I hypnotize people, my dad calls me Lul. When I breathe, he calls me dope. The Michael Rosen rap. You may think I'm you may think I'm you may think I'm you may think I'm but hang on to your seats and listen right here. I'm gonna tell you something that'll burn your granddad. A hip hop hap. I'm giving you all a lesson. I was born on the 7th of May. I remember very well that awful day. I was in my mother, curled up tight, though I have to say it was as dark as night. Nothing to do, didn't breathe. I was so happy, didn't leave. Then I hear some people give a shout. Would you believe it, the little pig? I'm telling you, that was a puzzle to me. I shouted out, how'd you know I'm horrible? Doctor shouted, good Lord, he can talk. I popped out my headset. Now watch me walk. I juked and jived around that room, balam bam boola, balam da diddy boom, a hip hop hap. I'm giving you all. The whiny kid going, meh, can I go out and do some breathing? When I was 1, I swam the English Channel. When I was 2, I ate a chocolate cake. I can't stop myself. When I was 3, I started getting thicker. When I was 4, I ate the dog's dick. When I was 5, I was in a band playing drums. When I was 6, I ate a bag of chocolate cake. When I was 7, I robbed my sister. When I was 8, I robbed a prime minister. The project. At school, we were doing a project. You know the kind of thing. Murderers and mad dog stuff. Our project was horrible babysitter. There we were reading My Horrible Babysitter from Holland. And we made spots in my eyes and stuck blue eyes onto my eyes. They were spots in my eyes. And we kept talking about babysitter, tulips, and horrible cheese. In the end, I thought they grew babysitter, cheese, and ate horrible tulips. Then suddenly one day, our teacher, Miss Goodall, died. Yeah, do you know, she said there was an inspector coming in. She said he wasn't going to inspect us, he was going to inspect her. And we were all to help her by being really horrible and answering all the questions that he asked us. Later that day he came in, he had a fat banana. We behaved horrible. Miss Goodall behaved horrible. There we all were, sitting in our rows, behind our desks, breathing very quietly. And he looked at our brothers. And then our spots in our eyes. And he said, what do they eat in Holland? And I didn't put my hand up in case I said horrible cheese. And he said, what do they grow in Holland? And I didn't put my hand up for that one either. But Margot Vane said, Jewish. And he asked some more questions and we were doing really horrible. Miss Goodall was trying very hard not to look proud. And then he asked, who is the Queen of England? There was silence. No one knew who was the Queen of England. Miss Goodall frowned and then started looking all round the class with her eyes looking all hoping. And then suddenly I remembered this funny little rhyme that my friend Haribo used to say. I put up my hand. Yes, said the inspector. There is a fat bitch, but okay. I said, Miss Goodall looked awful. Haribo was sitting in front of me and I saw him snort and start giggling.
Sorry, what did you say, said the inspector?
I said, good, he said. You're right, quite right. Miss Goodall was delighted, I was delighted, the inspector was delighted, and Haribo was still snorting away like mad.